at the rhythm of the song. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning, angels, and good
morning, angels of the morning.
Oh, yes.
Angels.
Good catch. And good morning, Thronleys and Johnny, in your Shark Sandwich Tour 1980 Spinal Tap T-shirt.
This is for Art in case he stops in today.
I like it.
Yes.
Let me bring you guys into the chat. I am excited for today. So, as many of you know that are probably already here, already 75 people here, fantastic. We are reacting for our this is our third album already for Vinyl Verdict. Wow, it's happening.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
Forestella, which I knew that. It's all
I'm
happening.
just moving on by.
It is. So this is our third Vinyl Verdict event. This is Secret of the Soul by Angelina Jordan. For those of you who don't know in advance, the album is actually, unless it just happened this morning, not available on YouTube. And we were just discussing this in our Diamond meeting yesterday with Steve, and Lena was suggesting too that maybe she's holding off on the YouTube release, so it's because it's distributed independently, so it doesn't get distributed in just a generic playlist, which she would get royalties from, which she deserves, obviously. But if she places them on her own page, hopefully soon, maybe with lyrics, I don't know, then she would also benefit from the views and things like that. So I think maybe that's what's happening. I hope that's the plan, because I'd love to see it on YouTube as well. Otherwise,
Yes.
it's available on...
Streaming is a double-edged sword for sure. So nice and convenient for the listeners, but for the artist, not so much. You know, it's as a writer, you don't get that much from the streams. So any support you can give the writer and artist.
Correct.
By listening to the album itself.
When we were growing up, aspiring as, I was aspiring songwriter. Johnny actually became one. He legitimized himself. The dream at the time was just one hit. If you get a single hit, you're set for life, because you would get 7.5 cents per play on the radio. That was it at its max before streaming came out. So you would, if you had a number one hit, you'd be a millionaire. That's how it would.
Then the album sales as well. So which is more
correct. Yeah, on top of that, so you have mechanical royalties and everything else on top of that.
Yeah.
You didn't have to tour. It's a completely
these days
different
not
world.
so much. Yeah,
Completely different world.
Anything we can do to the artist, for the artists that we love, by buying physical copies, it helps greatly. So I'm glad that she's doing it that way, and it's cool for us to listen to something in a sort of old school way.
Yes,
I love it.
And it's just about the music right now. So sometimes we get distracted by the videos and visuals, and of course that's great. But this is super cool to listen to it this way. So and this is what I recommend too, for those of you who haven't yet, or maybe in addition to, if you have Apple Music streaming, we're going to plug this again. We haven't even heard it yet, but it's going to be good, right? I mean, it's AJ. But assuming you like it, we highly recommend going to maybe Apple Music or TuneCore. You can get a lot more out of it than just Spotify. What we do is we purchase the actual whole album straight up. So it's like $14.99 right now, I think, on iTunes. And if you purchase it, then a much bigger chunk goes to the original artist. So I just want to throw that out there up front, show your love and support to the artists that you love.
Yes.
Okay, Johnny, can't wait anymore. I need to hear this.
Let's do it. But before we do, wait a second. Please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already. If you like what you see and hear, but of course you're going to like what you see and hear, because it's Angelina, and it's Angelina untethered.
Correct.
No label. She's
independent,
doing
no
her
label.
thing.
So the only thing we know in advance, Steve let us know that it's kind of a laid back, maybe a passion project, in that sense. But the lyrics are primarily written by, or at least inspired by, to our knowledge, her grandmother, because she's known to be a poet. So that's a pretty cool thing,
Oh,
just
that's
having
awesome.
that tie within your family,
Lineage,
and
yeah.
the lineage tied in. So first up is So Peaceful Beside You. Here we go.
I like it already.
I know.
So
I like this.
peaceful beside you, so still in your light. Your eyes calm the fire that once burned through my night. You see when I'm smiling, you feel when I ache. You know which dark dreams leave me trembling awake. You're as free as the heavens, as soft as the breeze, as safe as the silence that lives in the trees. So peaceful beside you, so deep in your eyes. You quiet the storms that still live in my skies. I'm a fragile wing in the wind that
This is great.
blows.
Oh my goodness.
This is great.
Wanna rest in your hand and feel close where my heart is heavy. I long for your chest to bury my fears where your arms can rest. And when your world is aching, I'll carry the pain. If you cry, let your tears fall like warm summer rain. There's no one but you who can love me this way. No one but me who can make your soul stay. So peaceful beside you, so still in your
I'm
life.
tearing up
Let
already.
me be your shelter, just hold me tonight.
All right, she found her sound. That is her sound right there. That's it. Wow, I love it. I mean, throwback to the old. I mean, it could be 50s, 60s song. It's like it's got the
easily.
Elvis-y "Wise man say." It could be Patsy Cline. It's like it's got that. It's just perfect for her voice, and she sounds natural. She sounds classic, but still current. Familiar but fresh. I think it's perfect. She's not overly produced, not over.
No,
It sounds
none of that.
like. I think it's great. That's. I think that's her sound. She got it.
This is, I agree with Archangel is saying here too, that there's just a
Yeah.
rawness, and there's no pitch correction. There's even she had these little, I think this is even pre Patsy Cline in capturing that sound with like I can't even do it. But just like these little moments where there's a little vibrato with like a descending glissando, just like the hints of these moments that just kind of like,
It's like a little flutter.
just it flutters downwards, just like a leaf falling off a tree, and the scenery with the poetry I was only able to grab so much. Listen, we can't do this for the whole album, but can we just hear this one once more?
The whole thing? You're going to do the whole thing?
I kind of want to.
Okay, sure.
Just one more time. Let me, because this is just a whole. This is okay. Let me hit play. One more
We
time.
make the rules here. Apparently.
So peaceful beside you,
arrangement.
so still in your light. Your
dynamics.
eyes
Yeah.
calm the fire that once burned through my night.
And she has all of the Angelina isms, right? With the vocal fry, the breathiness, just her vowel shapes, like all of the elements
It's
that
there,
we've heard
yeah.
her do, but they're so just they're
Nuanced.
they're nuanced, they're well paced. It's
Yeah.
not over decorated. So, and I talked about this before, where she's got some signature sounds that I love, but I prefer when it's not played in every single breath, because for me anyway, I get a little desensitized when the same thing's happening over and over. This is paced out beautifully and tied into the lyrics really well. So it's
It's
her,
got such an alive.
but better.
Yeah, it's everything we love, but just I think it's just dialed in the perfect setting now. Even the moment, da, 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 like I love the fact that it kind of goes off pitch a little bit, and it's natural because
Yes,
it's alive.
because it's what the
freaking
voice does.
Alive. It's Frankenstein. It's alive. Like that's what I want. I miss it, and it's like it takes me back to the stuff that I love, which you feel like you're in the room. You feel like you are in the room while she's recording
Yes.
it. You know,
Yes.
and it's perfect.
All right,
Perfect.
all right.
You see when I'm smiling, you feel when I ache. You know which dark dreams
Love the tone on the low notes.
leave me trembling awake. You're as free as the heavens, as soft as the breeze, as safe as the silence that lives in the trees.
Beautiful
so
poetry.
Peaceful beside you, so deep in your eyes. You quiet the storms that still live in my skies. I'm a fragile wing in the wind that blows. I just wanna rest in your hand and feel close where my heart is heavy. I long for your chest to bury my fears where your arms can rest. And when your world is aching, I'll
hear her pull back.
carry the pain. If you cry, let your tears fall like warm summer rain. There's no one but you who can love me this way.
I love it. Candy.
No one but me who can make your soul stay. So
Beautiful.
peaceful beside you, so still in your light. Let me be your shelter, just hold me tonight.
Wow.
One more time. No, I'm kidding.
You're gonna say that.
we do have an album to get to.
I mean, I don't
That's
care what's after this. I mean, she nailed it. She nailed it with this. And again, it's got a familiar base to it as far as the stylistic, the song itself. I mean, it's got that throwback thing, but she's bringing something new to it. But man, it's just it's like it's almost like a one take thing in the best possible way. Like I don't know if she did it in one take, but it sounds like she did. But it was a great one take, like a perfect one take. which is what they
She
used
might
to have
have
to
segmented it just like
Yeah.
of course.
do. And I think there was. I heard those cuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, the long phrases were there. Yeah.
Correct. And yeah, they weren't like dialed in like, oh, use this word. Nothing was micromanaged there at all. It's just a great chorus, then a great verse, then this, whatever. If it was done that way, it's what it sounds like to my ears. But completely organic in that sense. There is not a hint of overcorrection or correction. That's just, we know she can sing that well. So, and they captured it raw. Super
And the
smart
dynamics
approach.
too. It's got peaks and valleys. It's just it's not overly compressed. It's not all in your face, and it's just the way the strings swell, the way her voice swells, and
in the
deep
chord
crescendos.
progression. Nothing crazy. It was right. It was relatively simple. It was all about the poetry and the melody and the mood being created there.
But the melody was, it was simple, but it wasn't necessarily predictable either. It was an interesting. It moved in a really cool way.
Exactly.
Very unique.
I totally agree. And shout out to, I think it was Andy who was putting up the lyrics in the chat here. I wasn't able to stop and read them as it goes, but thank you for putting that there. So that'll be there for archived for those who need to come back or want to come back and check that out. Please do so. Yeah.
Expertly executed by her, expertly captured by whoever was producing it and editing it. Just leaving it alone. Just leave her alone. It's just like
that's. No, you bring that up, and I have to say that is one of the frustrating things about the modern era, right? So like I'm looking at this on, because we bought it on iTunes to play it for everybody, but I don't have the liner notes like right there. I don't even know how to get to them on here. There must be a way, right? That shows who did what.
I don't know.
Like that should
how do you do that anymore?
I know. It's like I'm missing. I want to hold the album and hold that and read it off to you right now. I'm not really sure. If anybody knows that in the chat, where the credits go on this, please let us know. Is Ivan playing on this? Please tell me he is somewhere on the album. That would be great.
This is his last album, actually. He passed away shortly after the. just kidding.
Real quick before we go to the next. Song, Johnny, we had a coffee come in I think right before we started, and then I saw one come up.
Yes, indeed. So earlier before the show, Bosco, I love that name, bought us a coffee. Said you should get a round of old fashions, a candle, and a spray can of cigar smoke with this album. That's a good idea.
I like it.
Wasted opportunity. I don't have any of those.
It's a good scene that you set up, though. Thank you. Steve wrote, so also overseeing the credits are AJ and Mary as co-writers. That's her grandmother's name, right? And co-producers. That's it so far. Okay.
And then Jim Haber bought 5 coffees. He says, I love your Angelina reactions. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. Greatly appreciated. All right. Let's continue. Falling for You, track number 2.
Okay. It sounds like this is going to be the vibe, and I'm all for it.
I walk this road 1,000 times, but never with a heart like mine.
God, this is great. This is great.
Stars are watching, soft and true. They know tonight I came for you. I've made mistakes, I've walked alone, but something in your voice felt home. You took my hand and time stood still, like love was waiting on the hill. If you say yes, I won't let go. I hold you close and let love grow.
Nice.
No promises of stars above, just me and you, and simple love. I've waited long, I've prayed, I've tried. Forever starts with you tonight.
I want to address a couple things in the chat here. Another is this the album? Because this is going to be a massive repeat for me. Like if this is like you're saying, like the direction and the feel.
Yeah, because you never know. After that first one, we're just going on and on about how we love this sound, and the second track could be like a club remix or something. You know, just like you just never know where it's going to go. I didn't think it was going to do that. Yeah, so I was like, sigh of relief that this seems to be the sound. I mean, this one's different from the first one. This has more of a, like somebody said, a little bit of a country feel.
It does a little bit.
Willie Nelson elements to it. You know, it's just like.
I agree.
The overall sound and vibe is intact with the first one. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
It's in such a great direction. So I just wanted to read this real quick. Terry says it's interesting that Republic held her back. Toby took her a direction that wasn't her forte, but as an independent, she hits it out of the park. So, and let's see. Sarah said she wants to hear her with an orchestra. I don't know who Sarah is. I don't know the reference there, but it is interesting because her voice works in everything we've heard. It's not like she was. It's not like it was ever a clear red flag. Like no, that's not going to work, right? She always had something. We've heard her with an orchestra on stage. She just stripped down the piano. What Republic was doing, what Toby's doing, and I liked a lot of the things that was happening.
Yeah.
But something that we've always said since the beginning, even hearing her when she was a little kid, it's that timeless era of music. If she can channel that, I feel is going to be just gives her true hope, not just for her career to explode with, but inspiring new generations as well. And I feel like this is the direction of this album so far, which is really cool. Well, Sarah is her mom.
Yeah, no.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, like you said, I've loved her in everything she's done, and even the more poppy stuff. Which, again, when you're like on a label and they're sending you to writers and stuff, these
everybody wants a hit.
Are great. Yeah, and it's like that's what they're going for, and it's like there's nothing wrong with that, and there was nothing. And I like I said, I liked her hits too. I mean, and when she had her sort of, like her inflections were really at the forefront. That was really cool. But for my personal taste, and I talk about how I like just a natural sounding voice. I mean, that's just my upbringing musically.
Yes.
The people that I listened to growing up, 60s, 70s, and before, they all had this type of delivery where it wasn't overly, what's the word?
Produced or
just the performances. Like a lot of modern performances, they're kind of like, it's heavily stylized. Whatever it is, like whether it's overly breathy.
I got you. Yeah.
Overly vocal fried, overly like riff oriented or whatever.
This is mature. This is balanced and wise.
I love the throwback where it's like there's those elements in there, but it's really just it's stripped back, and it's just all about the beauty of her tone and capturing the moment. And
your grandmother's
for me,
poetry.
this is where it's at. Yeah,
the lyrics are great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's run this one out here.
We're gonna get how many songs? Are we
I just looked at the time. We're gonna get through like 3 songs today.
Dude, I'm so excited by this. Like This is like right up my alley, man. I love it.
Well, I listened to Frank Sinatra in the background for hours, and this would complement that just beautifully. So I mean, this is definitely going to be in my playlist.
This is an album you put on a record player. It's one of those albums where it's just got that vibe. Actual
vinyl,
and you just listen to the whole thing.
Riches,
all right, well, shut up.
Fame or gold, your quiet smile is all I hope. If all I have is just your name,
has those little twang moments, literally using the steel guitar here.
Yeah, it's got a little Willie Nelson. I love it.
Good. This needs to be on vinyl. You have to hold it in your hands.
I've waited long, I've prayed, I've tried. Forever starts with you tonight.
Beautiful. You can even hear the buzz of the amplifier and like the electric guitar. Like you could, they really made it feel like you're in that space in the studio, because a lot of those sounds would normally be gated out. I don't know if you want to explain what a gate is. Maybe not everybody understands what that is, but that's what would happen in a scenario like
Or they'd be
this.
filtered out. Basically, you just EQ
right.
all that extra noise out, so it's pristine. Which again, it's like that's the double-edged sword of technology with, at least in music, probably with everything in life. Yeah. Where it's like there's benefits to it, and it's like records to, as time has gone on, they've gotten technically better, but are they better when you as they get more and more perfect, and you strip out all the nuance and all the the humanity of it?
Exactly.
Perfect is not necessarily better.
You literally feel like you're just hanging out in the studio listening to this. That's what they captured there.
It's an experience, and that's what it used to be. Like when I would listen to a record, and when I still listen to the old records, it's an experience. It's just like, oh my God, I'm there with them. But God, just so simple, but so beautiful. Perfectly nuanced. I love it.
Just to let you know real quick, I was so excited to hit play. For those of you new to the channel, if you'd like to support the channel and reactions like this, in the description below, there's a link there to buy us a coffee, help support the page. You can even become a Thronely member, where you get exclusive access to our Sunday shorts. And sometimes, as you can see right up there in the middle, we react to AJ. You let us know what you want to react to, and we squeeze them in as much as we can. On Sundays, they're always a lot of fun, and also access to our other events as well. All
yes. Right. Speaking of coffee, so somebody came in as well. Donald Boyle bought 5 coffees. He says, thanks for the live reaction. Thank you, Donald.
Thank you, Donald. Greatly appreciate it. All right. Play No Game.
Just great. Just great. I can't take it. It's just great. This is my jam.
I didn't come here to ask for your name. I came to fall, to play no game, to leave behind what I once knew, and walk through fire straight to you. You said don't come, but I had to try. A heart like mine can pass you by. There are no signs for where love goes.
See that vibrato in those lines.
When longing grows.
I want to hear that again. That's channeling a little bit of that Elvis was. We just pointed this out the other day. What were we listening to? That was someone was imitating an Elvis song on TGI.
Oh, that's right. Wise
man. Yeah. So a lot of times vibrato shows up in the big held out long moments, maybe midline, but certainly at the end of a phrase. Elvis always interestingly put them in sometimes the middle of the phrase, and it never felt overly done. So it wasn't too like musical theater. Just some interesting, maybe unexpected moments. I'm hearing her do this here as well.
A heart like mine can pass you by.
That's normal.
There are no signs for where love goes.
It's just that middle one.
No turning back when longing grows.
It's tasty.
You live in corners of my breath, in every silence, every depth. I look around, there's only you. Where can I go not to see you? Now that I've found you, let me cry like diamonds falling from the sky. I'll write your name in every line and make this broken heart divine. You broke me soft without a word, yet in that break a song occurred. So let me thank you for the ache. You made me real, and now I know where I belong.
Well, even the very end there, it almost sounds like a needle is lifting off the track. Am I just imagining that?
Let me hear it again.
It just
It's
feels
just
like
abruptly.
it feels like the needle
abruptly
was
cut off.
taken off the, just like these little candy textural sounds that just makes it more visceral as a listener. All those little things, those little details are so cool.
Yeah, I don't know what they did with the mix and the how they captured this, but they nailed it.
Yeah.
This is just, it's putting me in a space of, it's like I'm witnessing Etta James or Ella Fitzgerald reborn. It's perfect.
And I think it also has, I think they're putting her on different microphones. This had
Maybe.
a different, I mean, maybe it was an effect, but it felt to me like they used a different microphone to capture this song, maybe as opposed to the first two. So every microphone has just different qualities.
Different characteristics. Yeah.
Exactly. So there's the size of the diaphragm itself, which is just kind of like, just looks like a large coin, like a disc. And as air pressure hits it, it vibrates, and then that signal gets translated from analog to digital, etc. Then there's also tube microphones, there's ribbon microphones, all sorts of different kinds. And that'll pick up the voice in a different way. I have a feeling they swapped mics for that one. And that helps, again, like aids to the mood or the reflection or the intent of that song. And it helps also evolve the feeling of the record as you're going from one moment to another without losing a sense of connectivity to my ears.
Yeah. It sure sounds like they're using the old school microphones too for this, which I mean, there could be a way to manipulate a microphone, a current microphone, make it sound like that, but it sounds pretty authentic. So whatever they did to capture that, man, it sounds just like those records. It sounds like a modern spin. I think the fidelity is probably better on these. I want to listen like on real speakers at some point too to this. But it sounds like a better fidelity, but still capturing that warmth really, that of the old school sound.
100%.
Man.
So I was just about to hit play, and I saw some coffees come in. So let's show our gratitude for that first. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Since you walked away.
Terry Major. Why'd I say it like that? Terry Major. I'm sorry.
You're in
Terry
a
Major.
singy move. Terry Major.
Yes. Terry Major. Terry Major. You're a major to me. Terry Major bought us 5 coffees. You guys do a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you very much, Terry. Really
And
appreciate
then
that.
Latte Lover bought us 7 coffees. Such a lovely way to start the day. Thank you, Johnny. Episode 7 of Vinyl Verdict.
Yes,
Hence
it
the
is.
7 coffees.
Thank you,
Yes.
Latte. And another one just came in while you were talking.
Oh,
They're rocking.
well, Roger that. Bought us 5 coffees. Thank you for the reactions. So great. And let's not forget, still a teenager. Yes, right. Which
She's
I
not a
tend to
teenager
forget.
right now, is she? Wait, is she
She's
is
19
she 19
still?
Oh my god. I forgot. I completely.
This type,
Is she
this
still
type of
19?
artistic.
Oh my god.
This type of artistic landing, it's like she found her landing place, so to speak, where
It
just
honestly-
everything is put into place for me.
Yeah, she's 19.
Um,
Oh my god.
And that's usually something that happens, at least in your mid to late 20s, it seems, or
Yes.
past that, where it's like, this is my groove.
Right.
God, she's done so much in a short amount of time.
It's absolutely crazy, but probably to her benefit. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, this didn't work. She got obviously international recognition from the competition, talent shows, whatever, and then label tried this, and Toby tried this, and then working independently. She's got to go through that publicly, which is even harder to do, right? I had the benefit of going through all of the wrong choices quite privately, and now we're making it public in our Creators Corner podcast. But it's it's trial and tribulations to figure out who you are, right? And
Yeah.
I think looking back, it's like all those things were kind of a necessary process to find this.
Yeah, and again, not to put them down, and it's like you
No,
don't
not at all.
realize. Sometimes you don't realize when somebody has landed on the thing until you hear it, and it's like then hindsight's 20/20, of course. I mean, again, leading up to this, if we never heard this album, we'd still think that she was amazing, and we are fans of all the recordings. It's just now that we hear this, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah,
this is what I wanted to hear
that's
all
it.
along. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's it's perceptional too, and it's
Right.
it's our own taste, but yeah.
All right, so next song, real quick. I do see some requests not related to Angelina maybe coming in. We appreciate the requests. Be sure to leave them in the comments, in the comment section after the live stream, or if it's not related to Angelina specific or Vinyl Verdicts, please leave it relative to that artist, and that's where we draw the most requested songs from, so we can get to those requests that way. But right now we are focused on Angelina's album. Thank you, though. All right, Since
sure
You
are.
Walked Away.
I love this little country flair.
Oh, a little bit. This almost has. Here, I'll shut up.
You walked away without goodbye, left me with a lonesome sky. Now every night feels cold and white since you walked away from my side. I gave you love, I gave you time, but you just left me with the night. Still
Hawaiian vibe.
know
Yes,
your
Roger.
name, still see your face, but boy, you vanished without a trace. I ain't perfect.
They can try.
I never was, But darling, I loved you just because.
Yeah, Patsy Cline, totally. Right.
And if you'd stay
Nice.
just one more day, maybe we'd still find our way. The scent you wore still haunts the air.
Love that
Your
line.
shadows dancing on my chair. I try to sleep, but all I do is dream of one more night with you.
Like that.
I ain't perfect, I never was. But darling, I loved you just because.
I just love, man.
And if you'd stay just one more day, maybe we'd still find our
Oh, wait.
I love. Again, I love the simplicity in this. It's not just the simplicity in the overall sound, but even the lyrics as well. It's something that I feel like I miss in modern music is some of that just old school sort of sentimentality of just like hold my hand and walk with me and all this stuff. It's
Yes.
and for as much as I love the modern poetry and finding a different spin on things and and being having a flair and being edgy and all that stuff, I love that. There's something that, again, maybe this is just my taste, but I love the
innocence
throwback
to it a little
the
bit.
innocence.
Right?
I love that, and just putting it all out there in just again a sentimental way at times is, I think, the way to go. And I think that approach with her voice is just it's a perfect blend. I think they just connect so well. Yeah,
I completely agree. I find myself wanting to, in Latte, I'm glad you said it as well. Another shout out to Andy. I know you are typing like a madman in the chat and greatly appreciated, or copy pasting for the lyrics for these songs. I can't help but wonder if and how much the lyrics were changed from poetry. I mean, it flows really well. I feel like she did kind of like an Elton John kind of thing where like, here's the poetry, and then she found a way to just sing it. And if there's little adaptations, I'm feeling they were really, really subtle.
Well, I mean, if DNA is a real thing, and I'm sure her grandma was good. Yeah, obviously. So that really helps when there's the talent there, and you don't have to. I'm sure she.
Okay, good. Thank
those
you.
lyrics were really quite intact by the time she got them. So
yeah.
But who knows how much work she had to do to tweak things? So I'm sure that's.
But it's not. But part of it.
That happened.
Part of it makes me feel like it was relatively untouched in the sense of it not. It just doesn't have that structure of a here's a verse, here's a chorus, second verse, chorus, now going to bridge, there's this. The whole song just kind of, it feels like a poem. Yeah. I mean, maybe some songs might have that more than others, but
I certainly haven't missed that format.
No.
It's flowed so well for me. It's just, and going back to the lack of vocal editing and melodyning or autotune, it's seemingly a complete absence of that, which I think is great. But it's not, it's not just a matter of just taking it off of something to make a record sound great. You have to have the singer to. If you're not going to have those tools to aid you, it's like the singer's really got to bring it, and she's bringing it just amazingly well, and just the perfect amount of
Yes.
imperfection. You know, it's like the way that those notes, like she'll start maybe a little flat and then it'll kind of raise, or start right on and then it'll raise a little bit sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Again, in just the perfect way. And that's I don't know what to say about it. I
couldn't agree more.
I was tired to start out this show today, and this has really just amped me up, because I feel like that's what, you know, real authentic music does. It's got that something, it's got that life to it that just gives me
Only
a little extra
quarter of the album
zing.
has refrains built into it. That's awesome. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
Wow.
Just adding on to that,
Wow.
was just the idea
Yeah.
of it just being the poetic, stream of consciousness feeling almost, without it being.
Yeah, no, I guess you can hear that. I want to listen to this again, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
All right, I'm gonna play the next song. I saw one more coffee come in. I just want to give a shout out.
Did you? How come I didn't see that?
I don't know.
Mona. Bought us 3
Mona.
copies. Mona. It's not much, but I want to let you know that I appreciate your love of the great Angelina Jordan. You're right, of course, she is definitely going in the right direction. And we appreciate the 3 copies so much. Thank you,
Mona. Yeah, and the 3, don't ever apologize for saying, or suggest an apology with saying not much. I mean, even if you can't buy coffees, even just hitting the like, sharing it with others, leaving a comment after, that lets this reaction get seen, and it lets YouTube's algorithm, encourages the algorithm to put it at the top of the feed for more people to discover this reaction or her album, etc. So we greatly appreciate anything you could do, as always. Okay, the light is fading.
Love the strings.
I know. It just sets the mood for each song perfectly.
This heart feels empty, this house feels cold. Your love once warmed it, now it's old. You say sweet things when night is near, but come the morning, you're not here. I don't want love that's forced or gone. It don't need your touch if it feels wrong.
Nice.
I don't want close when your heart's not true. I'd rather lose than beg for you.
Oh, I want to hear that again.
Heart's
Great.
not true. I'd rather lose than beg for you.
Beautiful, and right on the perfect
fire I
lyric too.
gave you, you watched it die. You turned away and said goodbye. I don't want love that lies or fades, just silence now. Where music plays.
That's yeah, interesting. That's one of those songs that seems more a little less formatted, a little more stream of consciousness, but it's cool and it's like
Yes.
I like that these songs aren't overcooked either. They're just like back in the day. It's like get in, get out by two and a half
Yes.
minutes. That's it.
And we
it's
also
like, say what you need to say.
we have the benefit of knowing what she can do range-wise. We know how powerful she can be. We know how dynamic she can be. I mean, she is serving the song in every breath. She's not overdoing anything. It's just absolutely right. And one of the things I like about this too, throughout the whole album so far, she very rarely is dropping her last consonants. And I've talked about this before. I normally it's like a little detail as a vocal coach. Like I want to hear the end of that. I want to hear that D, that S, that R. And I've always given her just a blanket of forgiveness, if you will, because she just stylized it in such a way. I was like, oh, I don't even care. But now that it's there in this setting, that crispness, those little details with the poetry, I'm so glad to hear that present. It's just she's just at the top of her game in every little facet here with this style.
Yeah. It's kind of like what I talk about with listening from different points of view. Like sometimes I'll listen from the point of view of being a producer and a writer and, more of a businessman and trying to think about like what the crowds want to hear and, trying to keep it modern and
Exactly.
So I'll listen through that lens. And then there's the lens of what I personally like. And, and this is, and I like both. Both have their merit, and
but when they overlap,
yeah. But I enjoy, man. Yeah, right. I mean, this to me, this should be like considered album of the year. This is great.
I have never heard you say how great something was this much in a single reaction.
Well, this reminds me of. It's because I really love it, first of all, but it reminds me of it's everything that I love about music, and it's when I first discovered, when I really started to love music, and it takes me back to, sixth grade and like just being in my room and having my little like clock radio on and listening to the oldies station. That was the first stuff that I really loved, the Beatles but all the like 50s and 60s music, and that was just me. It was dark room, just me and the radio. And really just connecting with these sounds that were coming out and just getting to love music for the first time. Because I took piano lessons when I was a kid, and it's like I was there, but I wasn't there. I wanted to do anything else.
Did it because you had to. Yeah, exactly.
And then I got to a point where I'm like, oh, you know what? This music thing, I'm starting to get it, and I really like it. And those first songs that I used to hear were these type of songs, and that were so dynamic, so authentic, and it's just you felt like you were there with the singer. And this is just taking me back to that moment. So I love it. I love it.
I didn't have that in my household growing up. Not really. It just wasn't prevalent in the same way it was in your house. So I find myself now starting. I think, when did I start my fascination with the Sinatra era? 40s and 50s was probably about 5 years ago. My mid 40s, I started like discovering and realizing and feeling an emptiness that just fills. It's so satisfying and such a strange feeling, right? When you have a song that takes you back to a time that you were never in. It teleports you to an idea of something I never actually experienced. I just love that, and this is what that album's doing for me as well. All right.
Yeah, no, it's so visceral.
Last one of the day. We almost made it halfway through the album.
Which song is this? Is this 5?
Is this 5? Yeah, this might end up being a 3-parter. We'll see. We'll see how next week goes. We will be back next week, by the way, for Vital Verdict Part 2, maybe of 3. I'm not sure yet. Of Secret of the Soul. If you're just joining us, don't forget to hit that like button. Always
maybe we can listen to this twice, like we did the first song, because
I know. You know what?
Let's
just plan that. We're doing Final Verdict Part 1, 2, and 3. Worst case scenario, we go back and listen to some favorites. Done.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Oh, man.
All right. Here we go. What sound is this? It's like
You
sounds-
hurt me more than
not a
words could
Rhodes, but it's-
say, but I stayed and made a home. I was built to love, not leave, even when I felt alone.
this is the sixth song.
Use the warmth I gave you like it was yours to spend for free. But every scar you gave my heart was a deeper
This is-
strength in me.
More of an 80s ballad.
I forgave you
Little bit.
every time. Not 'cause I was weak, but brave inside. You took my love and crossed the line. But I still stood by your side. Each time I let you in again, you came back harder, cold as stone. But I was never made to run. I was made to make a home.
Great line.
Yeah.
Yamaha DX7, you thinking?
It's got more of a 80s synth, yeah.
Yeah.
You
80s
called
keyboard.
it fate when things went wrong, but you knew just what you did. Not by chance, it was your choice, and still I always let you in. I never asked for perfect love, just honesty and grace. But you were my kindness like a mask, and vanished without a trace. And I forgave you every time.
It's that hint of the power there.
Not 'cause I was weak, but brave inside. You took my love and crossed the line. But I still stood by your side. Each time I let you in again, you came back harder, cold as stone. But I was never made to run. I was made to make a home.
Interesting, got the nylon guitar solo.
Yeah.
This pain, it wasn't mine to carry. It was yours all along.
Great lines in this. Again, the sentiment of the lyric in terms of just painting the picture in a way, like you said earlier, there's this thread of innocence throughout the lyrics that's here. There's something so pure and wholesome, but mixed with just real life drama, right? Just the fighting sadness and longing and loss.
Yeah, it doesn't sound hokey at all.
Yeah, no, not in any way.
Yeah. No, it's just, again, that beautiful simplicity. And this was the first sort of sonic departure as far as the instrumentation
sure.
goes. And, we're expecting, it's kind of got that early 80s.
Yep. And even the drums have that, like, the ballads of that era, like more, it's like purposely sunk in the background versus being in the front. Maybe not 80s. I don't know what I would classify that, but it definitely, growing up, you hear that on the soft warm 101, right? It's just, It's got like that era of mix even.
Yeah, it's got a combination, I feel like. I think instrumentation, especially with the keyboards, got that early 80s thing. But her voice doesn't sound like the 80s production. It still has that sort of...
No.
They're keeping it
Well,
really
that's what
raw.
strings it
which I think
together.
is- yeah, the voice delivery and production is what, threads the whole thing.
If they modified how or her vocal delivery or how they captured her voice, then it wouldn't have felt like it was part of the same album. That would have been too much of a departure, I think, at that point. So it's interesting to see where. And now I don't know what the second half of this album is going to look like.
I don't.
I have no idea.
We could get a rap song. We don't know. It's best not to assume.
We don't know what's next.
But so far, I mean, the vibe is just right on. It's so good.
Very, very exciting. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. This was awesome. We will be back next week, same time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for part 2. And we've already prematurely announced a re-listen part 3 the week after. So we hope you join us then. We hope you have an amazing week.
Good.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for the support.
So
and all the Thronelys there. You guys rock. Oh, look, there's Steve. All right, bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.